Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Hope you had a great weekend. Weather was good. And the weather's going to be pretty nice the next few days of this week. Time to get out and do that shopping in your hometown. And, of course, grocery shop. And Brent will have grocery cart specials for you this half hour. Lots of them, I understand.
Big ad today. Excuse me. It's the Christmas ad. So we've got a lot of things to talk about at Grocery Cart today.
All right, very good. We'll apologize in advance. Bunch of sickos around here.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. But Jack started it.
Yep. Jack's the culprit.
Now it's making its way around.
You know, it is the giving time of year, and he just had to share.
Well, thanks a lot, Jack. Yeah. I think that's happening everywhere. So.
But, boy, isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Man, yeah. It's going around, as they say.
Yeah. Not just rumors and posts on Facebook. Sickos are spreading it around.
Yeah. But don't we kind of have sexy voices?
Well,
we kind of got that low voice.
I think
going
probably
today.
we could say that in time to go cut some commercials, but we also probably ask your wife, did I snore last night? Was that sexy for you? Oh, everybody, hope you're doing well out there and stay as well as you can. I think maybe we could go back to some of those COVID rules and make sure we cover our mouths up when we cough and so forth and wash our hands a little more, just common sense things, but it'll take it's just going to run through the area, no doubt about it. Now, I don't have any information on this, but this drone thing, it's making the news.
Yes.
And I know that I've saw some comments on social media about, hey, we had those here.
Yes,
Nobody
we
paid any
did.
attention when we had them here. Why didn't we get any attention? Well, because out here in the Midwest, folks, we don't always get attention, which, by the way, is a good thing. Out here.
Can be, yeah.
Out here. But, they're really raising heck about seeing those drones in the metro areas. And they want to find out what it is, and are they spying on us, or what's going on? I even saw a poster, too, that it's spreading COVID.
Oh, really? Oh, the drones are?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yes.
okay.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't chuckle these days. You never know what kind of wackos are out there. But I don't know if they've seen any around here again lately.
Yeah.
But we certainly
When,
had reports of those.
Boy, when was that? If I say a couple of years ago, would I be about right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Time goes
I
so
sure
by.
remember.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they were all over around here.
So that's going on in the news. It's making every newscast here of late. And whether they'll find out what it is or not, or whoever's doing it will reveal how and why they're doing it, that's another whole story.
Yes.
I got to say, before I forget, thank you to the Custer County Foundation on behalf of everyone who attended. That we had a great evening Saturday at the One Box Convention Center. And I don't know of any totals yet, but I did see some reports of the group was happy. All the volunteers were happy with, again, the response that the bidders pulled through with. And everybody seemed to have a good time and raise some more money this year for good things here in Custer County through the foundation. And it was very nice. Had a good evening. I was just want to say to a table next door.
Oh.
There are laws against harassment. And
Were you being harassed?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Adams Land and Cattle Table.
Aha.
They were harassing me quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah. Good thing I was good.
That actually surprises me.
Well, there was a...
Did you do something to cause it?
No, I was the most well-behaved at this event that I've been in years.
Well, that's good to know.
I didn't do anything. I didn't arm wrestle.
You didn't arm wrestle or anything like that?
Just Jeremy did the bidding, and
good.
We got a quarter of beef. And,
oh, nice.
Yeah, so we'll be doing something with that later on. But, yeah.
That's not... I thought maybe that'd be our Christmas bonus. Maybe you went for that instead of the pumpkins.
No, this will be given away at a later date.
Oh, okay.
So, not for the employees.
Oh, all right.
No way.
Just giving me a hard time. Well, that's great. So it was a good night then. It always is, but
Yeah, well, it was all right. It was most everybody. In fact, 99.999% had a good time. I had a good time except for the harassment.
yeah. Do you feel comfortable in sharing some of the harassment that took place? I mean, what were they making fun of the way you were dressed, or what?
Well, they was making fun of also John Sennett took some heat.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, he took some heat, or he was harassing you?
No, he was being harassed as well.
Oh, he was being harassed as well. I don't think I would have chosen him as someone I would harass.
Well,
I mean, you know.
he was just he was just minding his own business, and they picked on him over the PA.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Because what they had on offer for one of the auction items was
Yes.
an evening, a 10-person dinner
Uh-huh.
with the governor, Governor Pillen.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow,
yeah.
that's neat. Would it be at the governor's mansion?
Yeah, at the mansion.
Wow.
Yeah, and it sold for quite a bit of money.
That's a neat price.
But I got a lot of harassment from the Adams Land and Cattle table about why don't you bid on the time with Governor Pillen and group up with all those Republicans around the table.
Yes. Okay.
And evidently John Sennett's a Democrat because they gave him a hard time.
Oh, they
right
gave
over
him
the
a hard
PA.
time, too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I could reply to on that right now, but I'm not going to.
Okay. That's good.
But being lashed with a bullwhip might be more fun for me.
Oh, Bernie, you cracked me up.
Oh, we had a good time.
That's
it was
good.
a great evening.
Yes, I bet it was.
And they really, I think, raised another nice amount of money.
I'm sure they did. The generosity of this area continues to overwhelm.
And thank you for all the volunteers and the board members and everybody who makes that happen. Roy Yanagita was there. I got to talk with Roy.
Good.
And he's one of the guys that started the foundation way back when, and so it's good to have him back. And so, yeah, nice. That's all I can say, other than being harassed there was not that much. Was not that much fun.
Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I know there was one other Democrat there. My wife was with me.
Yeah.
So that was 3.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it's Stupid Toy Day.
Hey, it
today.
is. Okay. Boy, what's classified as a stupid toy? Do they give examples?
Well, the Pet Rock back in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
The 90s, who could forget the Furby?
Oh, okay.
One of the worst toys of the last decade was the... Oh. What do you call that when you release gas?
Flatulence? Is that
Yeah.
the word you're looking
The
for?
Flatulence Launcher 3000.
Oh, wow.
I guess that was a toy.
Wow.
And they didn't call it quite that. But anyway,
I'm sure, yes.
the plastic gun that could blast stink bombs up to 10 feet away.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy, I missed this toy.
Me too.
I didn't know that there was such a thing.
It says it was voted the parent's worst nightmare by an online poll.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know about that one either. Anniversary of the Boston Tea Party today. Back in 1773. Today marks the 251st anniversary of the Boston Tea Party. Funny how the definition of the party has changed over the years. But one of the things we have to remind ourselves, I believe, with history, and Mr. Wright, if you're listening, or any other history buffs out there, we always think the Revolutionary War started because of the tax on tea, and that was just one of the things. But I guess because they lit a ship on fire, it got more attention. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the drones in the metro areas.
Yeah. Yeah.
They lit up a ship in the bay of a highly populated area back in the day in Boston. But yeah, 251st anniversary of the Boston Tea Party. It was more about all taxes and freedoms and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
We know that.
Yes,
We're still talking about it today.
we are.
But not with Adams Land and Cattle. I'm not talking to him.
So did the harassment go on all night, or was it just for a certain period of time?
Well, let me just put it this way. Okay. When that particular auction item was on the block and they were auctioning it off, the whole table was looking at me like, aren't you going to bid?
Ah.
And my thought was, well, no, I'm not going to. I'd rather buy a quarter of beef. That would support your business.
Yes. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. True.
So Jeremy bought the beef, but I did not bid on the gathering at the governor's mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's quite nice. We used to go to those. Jeremy will probably get to go to one if they go back to what they used to do. The governor used to have the Nebraska broadcaster members, when they were down for their convention, come over and have lunch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I did that a couple times, but they eat good there.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes. Yeah, whoever secured the bid on that particular item, that sounds like a really neat thing.
I'm pretty sure it'll be a nice big meal.
Yeah, sure.
There was some conversation about that. What would be the main protein? And I think a lot of us believe that it would probably be pork.
Oh, okay.
Because Governor Pillen's
sure,
man.
Yes.
Arnold, Nebraska today at the schools are having a hot dog on a bun. They're having eggs for breakfast if you're there early at the Arnold schools.
All right, Thetford today is showing tuna noodle casserole at Thetford School.
Sergeant chicken strip wrap with lettuce, cheese, and salsa, corn, fruit cup, and milk.
SEM today for the 16th of December is showing Sloppy Joe's at SEM.
And at the Prairie Pioneer Center today, they're having goulash, mixed veggies, and fruit. Call them at 872-6121. Let them know you're bringing a friend if you're a regular customer. If you're not a regular customer, give them a call at 872-6121. You can also call that same number to have home delivery set up for you.
Litchfield today showing pulled pork on the lunch menu at Litchfield.
Ansley, quesadillas, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Gothenburg today, chicken pot pie, quesadilla burger, made fresh sausage pizza, fresh baked combo sub, and a nacho snackable. Some of the choices at Gothenburg today.
And Selma Myrna Public Schools today, chicken pot pie, a spicy quesadilla burger, fresh baked combo sub.
Cozad today, bird dog, mozzarella dunkers, and the pizza bar at Cozad today.
Arcadia, tater tot casserole featured today.
Callaway School, chicken strips on the lunch menu at Callaway. And at Broken Bow Middle and High School today, chicken pot pie, spicy quesadilla burger, fresh baked combo sub, and the grill station combo at Broken Bow today is a grilled chicken sandwich basket.
A reminder, there might be a few tickets left for a chance to win locally grown beef quarter or a wine basket through the Broken Bow Area Rotary. They'll be drawing, it looks like tomorrow or the next day. So you will have a chance yet today, I would think, to contact one of the Rotarians and get yourself a ticket for a chance for those two great prizes.
Hey, speaking of the governor, this reminded me, today the governor is scheduled to have his monthly call-in program. And so we'll plan to broadcast that for you on KCNI radio at 2 o'clock today.
Well, could you do us a favor and
Yeah.
call in while you're engineering the show and ask the governor what they're having for
Yeah, sure, I could do that.
for dinner, which out here we call it supper, but
Yeah,
dinner? Are they going to have pork or beef? Or
I guess
surely
we could.
they won't go with like Spam.
I doubt it. I rather doubt it.
I can't remember who won that, but it went for
I'm sure it did.
lot of
I
money.
think that's a neat prize, neat item. And that's what I always enjoyed about the gala. It was fun to just go and look at the different things that had been donated for bidding. Boy, some really neat things, and I'm sure that was the case again this year.
Yeah, in fact, they've increased the number of silent auction items and reduced the number of traditional auction items.
Yeah,
kind of speeds
for the live
things up.
auction.
I think we were done by 9:30.
Oh, nice.
So it really sped along. Jim Eberly did a great job as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Brent Custer, Mr. Smith, Chris Smith were kind of the MCs along with a few other folks. Riley Daffer, her maiden voyage of running it went smooth as glass.
Good.
Yeah. I'm just having trouble controlling myself.
Yeah, I was going to say I can tell that this harassment that you endured is kind of has you off your game today. You just got to let it go.
I couldn't hardly sleep
Let it
the
go,
rest
Dave.
of the weekend.
Let it go.
I did go over real quick. John Senna was clear at the other end of the room, and I walked over there and I whispered a little something in his ear, and I said, "I won't tell you what I said.
Okay, all right.
Try best I don't."
All right.
So, something about suing the pants off of him. Tomorrow, Christmas music on KCNI, brought to you by Nebraska State Bank for an hour at 1 p.m. Christmas music at 3 p.m. also tomorrow on KCNI, brought to you by Bruning Bank at 3 p.m. The area food pantry will be open tomorrow from 1 until 3. And this is
check your dates on
this
that.
is
I think
incorrect.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that was last week.
Let me dispose of that.
Okay. I believe I know we have Christmas music on today at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and I believe it's Mead Lumber who's sponsoring that today on KCNI. We'll have that at 1 o'clock today ahead of the governor's show.
Thank you. And I guess it works out. Thank you, Nebraska State and Bruning Bank, for bringing the folks uninterrupted Christmas music last week.
Yeah.
I'll put that in the trash.
Okay.
And Jeremy will get a new sheet when he gets here.
Yeah. You okay?
No.
I didn't
No,
think
not
so.
more-
You
I
don't look
shouldn't-
okay.
I shouldn't have brought
I'll
it
just
up.
be honest.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
Well, I can tell that it's starting to fester again.
It's a good word for it.
What you endured on Saturday night. I'm kind of glad I wasn't able to be there Saturday night, because I probably would have joined in on the harassment.
Oh, I'm sure you would have.
And then I would have been in trouble. So,
Well, 99% of the people there would be happy with it.
yeah.
Well, chuckling it up. Don't take it personal.
Okay. You want to play the game?
I don't care.
Okay.
Doesn't matter to me.
All right. Well, let's do that.
mean-
Let's play the game. Okay. Now, our prize is a certificate for personal pan pizza. today.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
Pizza
You don't
Hut.
have to be any way in
No.
politics on this.
Nope.
Independents are even invited for this one.
There you go. All right, here's your question today. Which well-known book begins with Joe March complaining that Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents? Was that in the book Black Beauty, The Railway Children, Little Women, or Sleeping Beauty? Which well-known book begins with Joe March complaining that Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents? Is the book Black Beauty, The Railway Children, Little Women, or Sleeping Beauty? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Merry Christmas from the team at A1 Auto Repair in Arnold. We wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
The hustle and bustle of the holidays is in full swing, and you may feel overwhelmed with cooking, traveling, shopping, and even staying on top of your finances. What if we told you you could bank from anywhere, right from your phone? With the Bruning Bank mobile banking app, you can manage travel plans, report lost or stolen cards, keep track of spending with at-a-glance insights, and so much more. Let Bruning Bank take some of your stress away this busy holiday season. Visit us at our Broken Bow location on the square, and we can help you get signed up for mobile banking. We look forward to seeing you. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, and thrive in the new year. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Andrew from Pearson Physical Therapy. Did you know we offer dry needling? Have you heard of it? Are you curious if it might be right for you? It often gets compared to acupuncture, but there are definitely many differences. Our goals in therapy are often pain reduction and improved mobility, and that's just what dry needling is all about. Come talk to us, and we can see if it's right for you. 872-5800, or stop by and see us on West Highway 2.
And we have a caller on the line. Didn't catch who we are talking to, so let's find out. Good morning. Who's on the line?
Rosie.
Rosie, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. All right. Here's Brent with the question.
All right. Which well-known book begins with Joe March complaining that Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents? Is the book Black Beauty, The Railway Children, Little Women, or Sleeping Beauty? What do you think?
Little Women.
Little Women is right. You got it. And because you've answered correctly, we'll have a certificate that'll get you a free personal pan pizza, one topping at Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. So you come on out and see us when you can, all right?
Merry Christmas.
Hey,
Well, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much.
Make us part of your morning routine.
Just really great music, and you guys are fun and active and lively and just a good station.
Ah, yes, Ronnie Spector rocking around that Christmas tree right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. It is shopping time, as we mentioned, and especially for filling those cupboards up with all the goodies you're going to have for Christmas. And Grocery Cart's ready to help. Here's Brent Apperson with those specials.
Oh boy, big ad, big ad this week. This is the Christmas ad. So we're going to go through the Christmas ad first, and this is going to run today through December 29th. And then we'll go to their regular weekly ad, which has come out today, and it too will run December 16th through December 29th. So here's some of the things coming up for the next 2 weeks at the GK. For Christmas, boneless ribeye roast, $13.98 a pound. Bone-in spiral cut half ham, $2.68 a pound. Boneless whole or half ham, $4.48 a pound. Bone-in ham portions are $1.98 a pound. 5-pound bag of Best Choice russet potatoes. Get 2 for $3. And a 3-pound bag of California Halo mandarins, $4.98. Some of the other specials on the Christmas ad for the grocery cart: King's Hawaiian dinner rolls. Packages are 2 for $8. Chicken of the Sea oysters. The cans are on sale for $2.98. Welch's sparkling juice. The bottles are $3.48. Stovetop stuffing mix, 2 boxes for $4. French's fried onions, 6-ounce canisters, $4.28. Campbell's cream of chicken or mushroom soup, 4 cans for $5. Best Choice baking sugar, 2-pound package, 2 for $5. And Best Choice granulated sugar, the 4-pound package, $2.98. Dole pineapples, 20-ounce cans are $1.78. Best Choice vegetables the cans are 98 cents. Best Choice marshmallows, 4 packages for $5. Sara Lee pies are on sale for $4.98. Cool Whip dessert topping, the tubs are on sale for $1.98. And Best Choice cream cheese, 3 packages for $5. All right, now let's go to the regular weekly ad. Again, this will run today through December 29th at the GK. Rump roast on sale for $6.48 a pound. Boneless center cut pork loins, $2.48 a pound. And sirloin tip roast, $5.98 a pound. 2.5-pound bag all natural Best Choice boneless skinless chicken breast fillets are $6.48. Farmland smoked sliced bacon, 16-ounce package, $4.98. Fairberry hot dogs, the big 2-pound packages, are $8.98. Johnsonville summer sausage, 12-ounce package, $4.98. Best Choice shrimp rings are on sale for $4.98. Some of the other specials for the next 2 weeks at the grocery cart: Best Choice crescent rolls, 2 for $4. Blue Bonnet margarine sticks, 2 packages for $3. Highland Dairy eggnog, $3.48. Simply orange juice, $3.98. Best Choice heavy whipping cream, packages are 2 for $5. Best Choice sour cream, the tubs are on sale for $1.75. Village Pie Maker fruit pies are on sale for $14.98. Rhodes dinner rolls, $4.98. Lots of Matzo pizzas, get 2 for $11. Red Baron pizza on sale for $3.98. And Mr. Dell's hash browns, the packages are on sale for $3.28. Village Hearth brown and serve white rolls, $2.88 for the package. Frito-Lay Lay's potato chips, 2 bags for $5. Kraft mayonnaise, the jar's on sale for $3.98. Kraft salad dressing, 2 for $5. And Kraft Miracle Whip is on sale for $4.98. In the produce section, crisp celery, $1.18. Sugar bee apples, $1.98 a pound. Pint of fresh blueberries, get 2 for $6. Fresh yams are 88 cents a pound. Large slicing cucumbers, just 68 cents each. The extra large green bell peppers are 98 cents each. And a bag of Bolthouse baby carrots on sale for $1.18. Other store-wide savings you'll find the next 2 weeks at the GK. Best Choice flour, the 5-pound bag, $1.98. Hidden Valley Ranch dry mix, the packages are 2 for $3. Pam cooking spray, bottles are $2.98 this week. Lucky Leaf pie filling, $3.18 a can. Dole mandarin oranges, the 15-ounce cans, are 2 for $3. And some of the things you'll find in the deli department: Kretschmar oven turkey is on sale, sliced to order, $7.98 a pound. Kretschmar pepper jack cheese, sliced to order, $5.98 a pound. And Mrs. Jerry's seafood salad is $6.98 a pound. Those are just some of the specials you're going to find for the next couple of weeks at the grocery cart in Broken Bow.
All right, thank you, Brent. Remember, plenty of parking on the west side of the grocery cart. Don't let all of the parking out front make you think there's not room for you. The store is huge, the aisles are wide, and it's a friendly staff that will welcome you there to the store. And on behalf of the grocery cart, they wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. As reports of drone sightings climb in the Northeast, so do calls for answers from federal officials. CBS's Tom Hansen is in New Jersey.
Here in Hazlitt, police say that they've seen an uptick in the number of drones being reported. And while federal authorities continue to tell the public that these drones don't pose a risk to public security,
sightings have spread to 6 different states. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Donald Trump's pick for Health and Human Services Secretary, will meet with lawmakers on Capitol Hill today. CBS's Nicole Killian.
The president-elect says he'll have a big discussion with him over whether to eliminate some childhood vaccination programs.
Syria's deposed dictator Bashar al-Assad has issued a statement insisting he was planning to stay on and fight, but Moscow requested he evacuate a military base that was under attack. Assad and his family were given safe haven in Moscow. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KSNB, the Red Willow County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in an investigation of a horse that was shot and killed. The incident occurred somewhere between Friday night and Saturday morning, south of Road 715 and east of Road 349. In a Facebook post, the Sheriff's Office said the 14-year-old mare was very important to the family, and they are offering a $5,000 reward to the successful prosecution of the suspects. Reports can be called into the Red Willow Sheriff's Office, McCook Police Department, or McCook Crime Stoppers. In other Nebraska news, in a story released by WOWT, 1 person is dead after a crash in Washington County on Friday. Authorities responded to the scene on Highway 30 near Arlington just before 5:30 p.m. According to a report from the Washington County Sheriff's Department, a Chevrolet Colorado pickup was heading eastbound on Highway 30. The driver lost control due to icy road conditions, went over the center line, and hit a westbound 2016 Chevy Silverado. The driver of the Colorado was ejected from the vehicle, the report states. Tony Larson, age 57, of Arlington, was identified as the driver of the Colorado. She was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. The driver of the Silverado sustained minor injuries. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Green Bay Packers won at Seattle Sunday night, 30-13. Jordan Love, 2 touchdown passes to Romeo Doubs. Minnesota, with this result, clinched a playoff spot. Pittsburgh clinched a playoff berth after a couple others lost. Pittsburgh lost its game at Philadelphia, 27-13. The Eagles have won 10 straight. Buffalo won at Detroit, 48-42. Josh Allen, 362 yards passing and 4 total touchdowns. Victories for Denver and Tampa Bay, for Arizona and Kansas City, which won at Cleveland 21-7. Houston over Miami 20-12. The Texans have clinched the AFC South. Notre Dame gave coach Marcus Freeman a contract extension. In the NBA, Dallas won at Golden State 143-133 on 3-pointers combined. The teams were 48 for 95, a record for made threes. The Lakers won the late game over Memphis 116-110, 40 points for Anthony Davis.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Bright sunshine today with daytime highs approaching 48. Winds out of the northwest 10 to 20 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 23 tonight. Daytime highs approaching 48 tomorrow. Mainly sunny and dry Wednesday and Thursday, mid-40s. Wednesday, mid-50s by Thursday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It's 8:06. We're going to try a new experiment here. We're going to change equipment here this morning for Happy Jack, who is outside waiting to give us the current conditions. And we're making it so that we can chat back and forth a little bit, kind of set this up yesterday, and I'm hoping it's going to work. Brent.
Okay. All right.
Let's go out there outside and find out what the real feel is with Happy Jack White. Jack, are you available?
If you can hear me, yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, yeah.
There you
Sounds
are.
fantastic.
Perfect. 30 degrees outside, clear skies. Winds out of the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Barometric pressure at 3013. Humidity at 80%. No rain or snow in the last 24 hours. The precipitation for this month will stay 100ths. High yesterday 55. Overnight low 32. Sunrise today was at 7:58 and sunset today at 5:10.
That's great.
All right.
Jack, do you have your ears covered up?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay, good. All right.
What do you see up there for the sky? Is there any clouds at all up there, Jack?
Just a very few wispy light ones.
Oh, wispy.
I like
wow.
that. Yeah.
Clear, though, pretty much.
Ooh.
It's pretty much clear?
Yep.
Okay. And
what does wispy mean, by the way?
I don't really know how to explain it. I'd always called light little fluffy clouds wispy.
Oh,
so.
That's a good description. Yeah.
That works. Like cumulus, only slang.
Yeah.
Boy, it sounds pretty quiet out there. Not much traffic coming by this morning.
There's not much, but quite a few coming by.
All right. Well, later on, we're going to see how far away you can get with that remote mic and get you out there and see if you can get some trucks to honk at you.
Okay, sounds good.
That sounds good. Thanks, Jack.
Yep, no problem.
All right, Jack White, Happy Jack out there in the elements, letting us know what it feels like when you're out there working those jobs outside or just out on the porch.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Brent. Today, we have a little bit of a lighter schedule. We had a cancellation, so we've got a little room. I'm going to play a little music from the Chris Lager Band.
Oh,
Chris
good.
is coming to Sylvester's this Friday night, and he usually starts about 9 or so. I believe the place is going to be packed. He has a brand new album out. It's got 11 different cuts on it, and I've been listening to it, and it is fantastic. You want to hear some?
I would love to hear some.
All right.
Yeah.
And, Chris is very creative. Been a few years ago, he brought me a 45 record that he had made of one particular song, and he sometimes does maybe 2 or 3 songs and releases them. This is the full album, and this is his latest work, and the one that is the number 1 cut in order, but maybe not the number 1 cut as far as quality goes. They're all great. You're going to love them. And here's his latest, Chris Lager. He'll be performing this Friday night at about 9 o'clock at Sly's, and this one's called You Deserve All the Love. Ah, yes, Chris Lager. He'll be at Sylvester's this Friday night, and 9 until 1 a.m. takes the stage with high-energy performance that you'll be dancing all night to. He loves to have people get up and dance. Grab your friends, come out on East Highway 2 this Friday, the 20th. You don't want to miss it. Sly's at the quiet little place that rocks. Yeah, you got to check out this album, too. Oh, I hope he plays some songs off of that Friday night because you never know when Chris comes what he's going to do. He can mix it up from country rock to blues to jazz to funk, you name it.
Is he going to play some Christmas music?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Well, he might.
Yeah, I bet.
If you ask him, he might.
I bet he might have. I would love to hear what he could do with, his particular versions of a Christmas song or two.
Would be pretty good.
Yeah, I bet.
Pretty good. Be a lot of fun. He'd have fun with it. Good-hearted gentleman. You won't find a nicer person than Chris Lager. That makes it even more fun to go watch and listen to him play. And you got that chance this Friday.
Someday at Christmas, men won't be boys, playing with bombs like boys play with toys. One warm December, our hearts will see a world where men are free. And someday at Christmas there will be no wars, when we have learned what Christmas is for, when we have found out what life is really worth, then there will be peace on earth. And someday all of our dreams will come to be, someday in a world where men are free. Maybe not in time for you or for me, but someday at Christmas time. And someday at Christmas there will be no tears, all men are equal and no men have fears. One shining moment my heart ran away from the world that we live in today. And someday at Christmas, man will not fail. Take hope because your love will prevail. Someday in a new world that we can only start with hope in every heart. And someday all of our dreams will come to be, someday in a world where men are free. Maybe not in time for you or for me, but someday at Christmas time, well, there will be peace on earth. I said there will be peace on earth.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from AeroSeed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by AeroSeed in Broken Bow today.
Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg is your go-to fence store. They've got continuous fence in stock, raw steel and galvanneal panels ready to go, plus creosote posts in stock. Their kiln-dried posts are treated to a 0.8 retention and made from southern yellow pine. Need hedge posts? Get your orders in now for next spring. And for calving season, they've got you covered with freestanding and portable panels made from durable galvanneal pipes. Moline Seed and Fence, your Nebraska leader in agricultural fencing. Visit MolineSeedandFence.com or call 308-529-0781.
There's an issue cutting through the partisanship in Congress. It's AM radio. The overwhelming majority of legislators, Democrats and Republicans, support a bill to keep AM radio in cars. But time is running out. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
8:17 is your time, and we've brought Christy in because Brent wanted to pick her brain a little bit because Christy and crew went down to take in the volleyball over the weekend, and boy, I would imagine it was exciting to see. So I'm going to just turn it over to you guys.
Okay, yeah, I'm just extremely jealous. And I got more jealous as the match went on yesterday afternoon, knowing Christy was there live. Big win for Nebraska volleyball, back to the Final Four, able to defeat Wisconsin, third time this year, and
Third sweep
That's
of
what's
so fun.
It's incredible. Because Wisconsin's not bad, people.
No.
They're not bad. And in some years past, Wisconsin even kind of had Nebraska's number a little bit. But this year, roles were reversed.
Yeah.
So what was it like? Man, the crowd, just watching it on TV, the crowd just seemed like it was at another level.
It was so fun. Like one of the most fun games I've been to, because you didn't hardly ever get to sit down. I mean, you was standing quite a bit. It was so loud. I heard John Cook later say, he hadn't heard that loudness for very few times, but it was loud yesterday.
Yeah. I asked you this off the air, but what must it be like to be there live watching Lexi Rodriguez dig some of these balls? She's incredible.
She is, and it's almost like you just expect it, you just like, okay, yeah, she can do it, but it's crazy, yeah. It's so fun. And Taylor Landfair, she was really fun yesterday to watch.
Yeah,
just
boy,
because
she really picked it up.
She did, and it's like they said, they kind of just willed. John said that he felt the crowd just willed them to that victory because the crowd was so much a part of it too, but no, Taylor was huge yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it sure seemed like a great atmosphere, so I had to get you in here to kind of get a feel for what it was like. Nebraska stepped it up on Sunday. Friday night, not their best game. They got by Dayton, but didn't, even Coach would say, we didn't play very well. But Harper Murray was fabulous on Friday night, and that's what amazes me about Nebraska volleyball right now. There can be different. It's just not like you're leaning on one person. There can be different people that step up, and Landfair did that on Sunday, it looked like.
Yeah. No, it was fun. It was still just like... It was so perfect, too, because the day was perfect, driving, no problems. A 2:00 game, we left around 10:30 and home by 8, so it was just perfect.
Yeah, well, that's good. So Nebraska moves on, goes to the Final Four. We'll play Penn State. I think that, I'm guessing anyway, all of the state of Nebraska was really pulling for Creighton last night.
Yeah.
Creighton played Penn State in a regional final last night. Penn State won it in 5. But boy, I know it didn't happen, but can you imagine if it would have happened?
Yeah, that would have been so fun.
Creighton and Nebraska in the Final Four against each other.
Yeah,
so,
too bad.
But great year for Creighton. So Penn State, one of only 2 teams that has beaten Nebraska this year. What's your thoughts on Thursday?
I know.
Do we get by
a little
Penn
nervous,
State or
but
not?
I do feel like we can get by Penn State. I do, just because, I feel it's kind of nice that they have beaten us, because I feel like we'll be out for them.
Yeah.
They know they can. They got to do it. I don't know. I hope for Harper. I just love her. She's just the one you cheer for this year. It seems like she's just had so much, and it was really fun to see her yesterday get that Player of the Year.
Yeah.
When her and John Cook hugged, it was just, I had tears. It was emotional.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, the state of Nebraska loves volleyball.
Yeah.
And you can see it. Creighton a step away from the Final Four. Nebraska going to the Final Four. Bellevue, right? Played in the championship of NAIA, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I don't know.
Think UNK had another great year. Yeah. You look at what high school volleyball has become. Man, the sport of volleyball in this state is something else.
Yeah.
And it's great to see. So.
Right. And you did all that and went to the gala.
Went to the gala, yeah.
And
you were at the gala too?
Yeah.
Oh,
one of the few of the team that had to represent. Yeah.
Yeah. We were kind of lonely.
Yeah.
So Dave was making claims of harassment earlier today on the breakfast show. If you were there, what was your take on this? Is he, no disrespect, Dave, but
you gotta wonder.
Sometimes
if he's truly,
you do blow things out of proportion just a little bit. So I'm just wondering, what was there harassment?
Well,
Did you see some folks from the table come over and talk to me?
I will just back up the fact that Dave said he's never, he's probably behaved better at that one than he had in a lot of other ones.
Okay, so
I will back that
you'll
up.
back that up. Okay, well, that's good.
Now, that he didn't deserve the harassment, I'm not so sure about, but that's all I'll say.
Well, at least I have John Sennett. I think. Maybe
well,
not.
Glad you had a good time Sunday. It had to be great being there live amongst the crowd, so that's cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun sharing the table with you Saturday as
it
well.
was, and it was a delicious meal. I just thought it was really good.
Yeah, forgot to mention that. The prime rib was like filled up the whole plate.
Yeah, and then we get another prime rib Wednesday.
That's
Staff
right.
party.
Staff party coming up Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
What time we start?
5:45. I'll be sending out an email shortly so everyone has the details.
5:45.
I think everybody on staff in the last 2-3 days has asked Christy, what time are we to be there?
And we're ringing bells tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, at the grocery cart,
Another
right?
staff party, yeah.
Okay.
4 to 6, grocery cart.
Wow. That's a lot of time together. I don't know.
Yeah, yikes.
We might be getting ourselves in trouble here. 8:24 is your time. Thanks for listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We appreciate it each and every day. The Marcus King Band, One Day She's Here, right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Got to see Blue-Eyed Becky Saturday night.
Oh, did you?
Oh, my gosh, her eyes were blue.
Yeah?
Even my wife said, Blue-Eyed Becky, your eyes are so blue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's another thing we should mention about the gala is, it's a one time where, and there's probably other opportunities as well, but one time where all different areas of the county are represented, which is really, really fun. You get everybody from the different communities and areas to come in and have a good time. So it's good to see Becky. Also, Mary Bushler.
Oh, yeah?
I got to see her.
Good.
Always good to see Mary. John, not so much. That's her husband.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just kidding. Hey, you want to be a bell ringer? You still have time. Give the gift of your time to help others this holiday season. As Christy mentioned, we'll be ringing bells tomorrow evening out at the grocery cart. Still time to get signed up, and you can do that if you go onto their Facebook page, Salvation Army, Custer County, Nebraska, and click on the bell ringing link there, and you can still get in and pick out a day or a time to ring your bells. Of course, when you're walking into a store and you have somebody out there or somebody in the store ringing a bell, it can be change. It doesn't matter. Just drop a little something in there, a couple bucks here and there. And all this money, 90% of it stays right here in Custer County. And if you see a red kettle on a counter in the stores around the county, drop a little money in there as well.
They are hiring at Arcadia Public Schools right now, accepting applications for the following positions: paraeducator, head custodian, and head cook. You can send your letter of application and resume to Craig Trampy, superintendent at Arcadia Public Schools. Their address is P.O. Box 248, Arcadia, Nebraska. Zip code is 68815. You can also email Craig, craig.trampe, Trampe, at apshuskies.org. They are an equal opportunity employer. Again, Arcadia Public Schools accepting applications now for paraeducator, head custodian, and head cook.
Still time to make your donation, and you can do this through the Custer County Foundation. The Broken Bow's Story Walk at Melham Park is underway, and this project will be a partnership between the City of Broken Bow Parks Department, and the Broken Bow Library, and the citizens of our community. Each page exhibit is made from heavy plastic and steel and will be weather resistant. Now, this will be sprinkled along the walking route at Melham Park. They'll be changing the stories every 4 to 6 weeks. And if you would like to sponsor an exhibit, it costs about $315. And you'll have your name on that stand. And when people walk, they'll know that you're helping, just encourage reading a bit and enjoying the park. The library will be getting applying for a grant to cover some of the costs, but they're also seeking donors and sponsors for exhibit pages. For more information, get a hold of Megan at the Broken Bow Library at 308-872-2927. That number again, 2927, or you can go online, brokenbowlibrary.net.
In-home help is needed for an elderly couple located 14 miles east of Ansley, looking for someone to assist with meal prep, some light housekeeping, laundry, and some personal cares. References are required. If you're interested, for more information, contact Rose at this number, 402-641-1755. They ask that you text to get the conversation started. Again, the number 402-641-1755. Looking for someone to help with an elderly couple located 14 miles east of Ansley.
8:32 is your time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You're afraid of falling? Team Physical Therapy can help. 872-5111. Good balance is essential for a healthy, active life. Team Physical Therapy is here to help you stay healthy, improve your balance, and keep you active. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapist will design a personalized plan for you to help you improve your stability, decrease risk of falling, and get you back to doing what you love. Don't let that balance issue keep you at home, or if it does, we can come to you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111.
Barney Pharmacy is spreading holiday cheer with a special sale this week. Enjoy 20% off toys and gifts, including stunning Montana Silversmith items. Perfect for last-minute presents. Stop in and save while you can. The team at Barney Pharmacy wishes everyone a Merry Christmas and reminds you of their holiday hours. They'll be closing at 2 p.m. Christmas Eve and will remain closed on Christmas Day. Don't miss this chance to shop and celebrate the season with Barney Pharmacy.
8:36 is your time. I want to remind you that the Christmas Kids will continue throughout the coming days, including today, the 16th of December. It's SEM on KBBN Arcadia on KCNI. We'll swap that around tomorrow. And then on December 18th, Anselmo Myrna on KBBN. Oh, both Anselmo Myrna. There'll be Group 1 on KBBN and Group 2 over on KCNI from Anselmo Myrna on the 18th. Swap that around on the 19th. And then on the 20th through the 24th, we'll be bringing you the Broken Bow Christmas Kids. And that will be wrapping up on the 24th. Ranchland Ford is seeking a knowledgeable and customer-oriented service advisor to join their team. The ideal candidate will serve as the primary point of contact for customers, ensuring that their automotive service needs are met with professionalism and efficiency. This role requires strong communication skills and a solid understanding of automotive repair processes. This position will be full-time Monday through Friday and alternating Saturdays. Wage is negotiable based on experience. Stop by in person to Ranchland Ford at 1024 East South E Street. That's actually Highway 2, Broken Bow, or give them a call at 872-6488, 872-6488.
We'll stay with the job opportunities here for you. Nebraska Department of Transportation has an exceptional opportunity for a highway maintenance worker to join their team in Ansley and Broken Bow. At the Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees' hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package. Now, to apply, you need to go online because an online state application must be completed. So go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
customers for their support and business this past year. We look forward to serving you and Custer County for many years to come. From the NSB family to yours, we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
This is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance in Callaway and Broken Bow. The insurance industry is in a crazy place right now, and I understand your premiums are going up and deductibles are increasing. If you are looking to re-quote your current insurance or just have questions regarding coverage options, Nebraska Owners Insurance can help. With many ag carriers to choose from, I can provide farm, ranch, property, and liability coverage as well as pivot, livestock, and crop policies. Contact me today at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency in Callaway or Broken Bow. I look forward to working with you.
The Christmas spirit is in full swing at the Secret Garden. Open Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 4:30, and Sundays from 1 until 4. Not sure what to give? How about a gift certificate? And this week you can get them at 10% off. 20% off greenery continues, and 15% off Christian t-shirts. May you have the gift of faith this Christmas and many blessings throughout the new year. The Secret Garden, located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
Ansley Lumber and Supply would like to thank their amazing customers for their business during this past year. They loved helping you with your projects inside and outside of your home, and they look forward to doing the same in 2025. Shop with them this holiday season. They have tools, muck boots, DeWalt tools, and more, from stocking stuffers to everything you need to build an entire home. Wishing you a wonderful holiday season, Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
8:43, and we have our first guest in the studio today, Custer County Economic Development. A couple of very bright young ladies who we appreciate very much in our community. Mackenzie, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Scotty, how you doing?
We're doing well.
You're doing good? Let me
We're
turn you.
merry and bright.
You're very what?
We're merry and bright.
You are. Let me turn you up here a little bit. There we go. I was messing yesterday with this, and now it's all out of whack, so I apologize. So, question for you. This is something that's near and dear to my heart, and it's something that I plan on working on in 2025. And I wondered if there's any support I could get from the Economic Development Group on my project. Scotty, what do you think? First of all, is there a chance?
Well, you really set me up there. I don't know what to think.
Well,
we will help you in any way we can. Dave.
Okay, very good. What I'm hoping to do is I want to have I guess, for lack of a better word, commercial gourd stand in Brent's yard.
With or without his permission?
Well, he's working with me on it, right, Brent?
You guys are working on a lease, maybe?
Well, kinda, I guess. Yeah.
We're thinking of growing them in his yard, a lattice.
Mm-hmm.
They'll grow out 20 foot. I've been doing some research, and here's where I think you guys will come in. You're going to be interested in this, guys, because there are a variety of different types of gourds, all the way from decorative to ones that you can make birdhouses out of.
Mm-hmm.
And they're called birdhouse gourds.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know there was such a thing until I dived in deep on the
wow.
internet.
You've done your research.
I was going to say, and that's kind of where it starts, doesn't it, Scotty? You got to do your research if you're going to start something new.
I am impressed. You're taking steps. We can definitely help you write that business plan, help you negotiate your lease contract, and get all those terms sorted out. And
well, hold it, wait. Lease contract with who?
Well, I assume you don't own Brent's yard.
Well, we're neighbors.
Thank you, Scotty. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I've been trying to get this guy convinced of that for ever since I moved in.
Really?
Across the street from him.
Sounds like
my
it.
yard is not your yard.
No. Let's go back it up. My casa is your casa.
Okay.
We're neighbors.
My casa is my casa, and your casa is my casa.
Yeah, right.
It's like you guys are married.
Well, some people say we act like a squabbly married couple, but
we'll have to talk with Dave at the city and see if zoning would allow you to grow that many gourds.
Now, see, who would have thought about that?
You're talking about lattice and 20 foot, and got to go through the proper channels. But that's what we're here for. We're a resource for that.
Scotty, isn't it easier to ask for forgiveness rather than permission?
I was just thinking about that this morning, ironically. I drove by a friend of my husband's house, and he bought the lot next door and tore the old dilapidated house down, which is a good thing. But he was asking my husband if he needed a permit for that or if he could just go out and tear it down and then say, oh, I didn't need. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a house.
Yeah.
It's not a old garden shed.
Right. And I guess getting serious here, not that I'm not serious, don't think that, but serious about what you guys are doing. The permits themselves are not usually expensive at all. It's just the idea that everybody in the area needs to know what's going on. You get a permit, you make sure everything's good to go, right?
Correct. And some of that is just, the city needs to know, for example, if you tore a house down, whether they need to, adjust, or even the county, some taxing and different things like that. They're not always trying to get into your pocket, but they are trying to run, a municipal government that trying to keep things running smoothly. And Dave's done a great job since he's got in there.
Yes.
And Jacob Holcomb is doing great as a zoning administrator as well.
Well, you've convinced me. Brent, I'd like you to go and get a permit. and I'll pay you back for it later.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe they would waive the fee even. We could maybe work with them on that.
Tourism could draw in some tourism.
Really, it could.
Tourism.
That tax revenue, it'll pay for itself for the city. I'm sure they'd waive that fee for you, Brent.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear that, Dave? I hope so. So, meeting today. Mackenzie, you've been really busy since you come back to work with a lot of different things, but what's been your main focus?
I've been working with some small businesses with Grow Nebraska for a grant through them. So it's been for new or existing businesses. Actually, here a couple months ago, they closed the application portal just because of all of the applications that they've been getting. So they're kind of playing catch up right now, but I have a couple other small businesses that are just kind of waiting or getting, their business plan and financials together. And then hopefully after the first of the year, that'll open up. So that's been kind of my main focus. And as that's kind of stalled out a little bit, obviously the daycare has been resurfacing, just being in touch with Precious Angels, with Sarah Arnold there, and just different things we can help with and kind of their progress just to keep our board informed. And so they're moving along with that, and they've been meeting with some people over in the Ansley, Mason City, Litchfield area with hopefully getting a site over there. So definitely good things happening with the daycare in our area, which was obviously a big need. So that's exciting.
A very big need. And whenever you go into any kind of building and start making it work for what you want to use it for, there's challenges, and our hats off to the folks who are doing that, because it's always usually a little more expensive than you thought, and also a little bit more challenging than you thought, right?
Yep, exactly. And they have the old Berean church there, which the facility is great, but yeah, it was a church, so they kind of have to do, probably like you said, there's more when you get in there to do than they thought, and then you're always waiting on something, where one contractor's doing their part and then you wait and, so like a house remodel, it's a slow process, but things are moving along, and I'm really, really excited to see how it all turns out when it's done. And that's Sarah Arnold. She's very motivated, and she knows what she's doing, and she's going to get it done. So that's exciting.
Very exciting. And I know that, Scotty, you've mentioned before too that this is fantastic. It's great, but there could always be more, right?
Yes. Just because we've done this fantastic expansion doesn't mean that child care center is going to fit every family. And that's a big part of what, Mackenzie's working with, whether it's the Sandhills Community Collaborative or talking with parents in the area and just, trying to find ways to meet those needs, whether it, what's a good fit for each family. And she's doing a lot of research on, other grants and opportunities that we can use to incentivize maybe some more in-home daycares to start up, or possibly an in-home daycare that could step up to a licensed daycare and take on some more kids and things like that. Because there is a lot of opportunities out there, and we've both attended, different trainings and seminars that talk about what is working in other communities and what we can do here that might fit. So the
other challenge, and you're both young married couples with little ones, So this is close to you guys' hearts. I can tell that. I think most people can see where you're coming from on that. And I don't know that there's anything that we can do locally, but boy, if you have one or two children and you want to work, you're going to be spending about half of what you make on child care, and then there's the other issue, health care. So one of the two out of the couple probably going to be working for those two things.
Yeah.
Really, I think that's, yeah.
When I was at the bank, that was, really 70% of my coworkers were women that were maybe married to a rancher that were working for the health care and paying for child care.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of the world we live in now. Healthcare the costs have gone up so much, and it's unfortunate, but there are some great jobs available in Broken Bow and Custer County that they pay well enough to justify it. So that's why there's such a huge demand for child care in Broken Bow and Custer County, is because there's a lot of career opportunities here that do pay well. comparable to Kearney and Grand Island and even, Lincoln and Omaha in some cases. So,
and also, Mackenzie, I think I caught a little message you were sending at one of the recent board members meetings. We want to make sure we have quality care for our kids. Right?
Yep.
It's so important for parents to know when they drop their kids off that they're comfortable with that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Being a first-time mom, it is hard to separate your mind from work and your baby, so finding a good fit is very important. If our jobs want us to bring our best self to our, place of work, we have to know that our babies are going to be okay during the day, so that is definitely very important.
Very important. This issue, or challenge maybe is a better way to put it, is not just here in Custer County. So everybody's working on it everywhere.
Well, just the presidential debates it was touched on, even at, the national level, about how more so the affordability of childcare, because that does affect, you see that affect what, wages need to be in order to justify for, us moms to work. So then the employers have to pay more, and then it affects the economy in that way. It's a broader issue for sure.
It sure is. Mackenzie, I have a kind of a personal, private question for you, because I did happen to run into you guys one day when I was taking a walk, and your husband had just gotten a new vehicle to better facilitate transporting.
Yes.
How's that vehicle working out?
The 95 Bronco's good. He's enjoying it.
I still think he should let her drive it to work so we can both drive white Broncos.
You have one too.
That is true. Yep, it's good. He's finding things that he needs to do to it.
Well, of course.
We had to change the
air quotes there in case for those of you that don't see us right now.
We had to change the 4-wheel drive to manual locking hubs, so more reliable.
So you take the little one on the way to school. You got to know you can get there.
Yeah, for the whole 2 times he picked her up from daycare, we had to be prepared for the winter, the snow that we get here in Custer County. So
it's justified.
It is. It's good. It's nice. It's nice that it's an automatic too, so I can drive it.
Yeah.
So that's a win for me too.
All right. Well.
And he did sacrifice his Jeep.
He did
in the process. So look out, because Cooper Lawhorn bought it, Matt and Misty's son. So he'll be hot rodding around in that thing.
Around, yeah. Oh,
yep.
It's all good then. So today is a meeting day. What are some of the agenda items that you're going to be talking about, or did you have something else, Scotty, you wanted to highlight today?
Oh, I don't think so. I think we touched on with Eagle Crest, the subdivision development. The weather didn't quite cooperate for us to get streets poured this fall, so they are slated for spring, and we're praying that the weather will cooperate for that. But significant completion date is still the same for, March, somewhere in there. So, I'm hoping Dave can come to the meeting. He may have something exciting to share with us that could be working towards the wellness center. We're hoping. We did get that group back together and are rebooting that project, figuring out where we're going to pick up and move forward with that. So that seems to be one of the most common things that's brought up in the community is where are we at with the wellness center. And so I've just been bringing that up as much as I can, that we are working on it. It's just a matter of, we've got new leadership at the hospital, new leadership at the city, new leadership at CEDC. So we're all tracking down the files and the plans and figuring out what we want to move forward with there.
And that's been a point of interest for a long time. Over the years, there's been surveys and polls taken, and most times that bubbles up to the top. We'd like to have something like that. So continued effort will eventually pay off, I think.
Yes, we need indoor recreation, because let's be honest, in Nebraska, you've got more cold months than nice months, that you still need to stay active and, have things not only for your kids to do, but yourself, stay in shape. And it's good for your mental health, not only your physical health. And, the hospital's approach is also, being proactive. Proactive healthcare is becoming a more prevalent form of treatment. And so, partnering with physical therapy and the hospital that way, it's definitely a huge initiative that we need to follow through on.
So that will be one of the challenges you have and goals you want to pursue in 2025. Are there any others? You got the housing going on. You're talking about the child care, possibly a health center of sorts. Am I missing something?
We may be submitting another application for the Nebraska Affordable Housing Trust Fund. I'm meeting with Morgan Pearson, who is our regional housing specialist through the State Department of Economic Development, in January, to discuss the application we turned in asking for $1 million last year. I had told the CNED director, Carla Kimball, that I'm more than willing to partner with them on another application. But I want some feedback on our last one. I don't want to keep just shooting fish in a barrel. I want to find out what they're looking for, what they didn't like about it. You always get that cookie cutter answer of we had a lot more demand than we had funds, but I know that there had to have been some specific things that weeded out our application from the others. So looking forward to meeting with Morgan and getting some feedback on that. I did meet with the county supervisors last week. I went to the Board of Supervisors meeting, and I'm stirring the pot there a little bit with the Housing Owner-Occupied Rehab Fund. We've got several loans, old loans, like more than 10 years ago, that have just been sitting in deferment. So they're not making payments. They can't afford to make payments. These are income qualified homes. And I would like to, the state has encouraged us to put those into a forgiveness cycle like we did with the economic development loans with those businesses. And so, I'm asking the supervisors to consider that. It's nothing that we voted on last week, but just to get that fund cleaned up and get those people kind of freed from having that over their head, because a lot of those homeowners are getting to the point where, they need to do some new improvements on those homes again. And that lien on their property is still hanging out there, and most banks don't want to take second position against them. And so I'd really like to get that fund cleaned up. Okay. So they're thinking it over. What else do we have planned for 2025 that we can talk about? Yeah. I'm teasing, and I said the same thing at the gala. There's 4 or 5 other things that we can't really bring up yet, and that's the kind of the nature of our business. And some of those projects, nobody will ever know that we were involved, honestly. But yeah, we definitely don't sit still for very long.
No, and I hope people can tell that that neither one of you are willing to just wait and see what's going to happen. You're proactive. You're going to poke the bear a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And try to get things moving along, which we appreciate. We really do. And economic development is a long-term thing. Sometimes people don't have the patience or don't understand all what's going on, what you guys do day to day. So it's a big picture, kind of a 10,000 foot view that you have to remember.
It's easy to dial in on the smaller issues, but you also have to, I even had a member asking me about, he was a retail business owner. He said, well, what does Broken Bow need? And it's kind of it's a big picture. Yes, there are specific things we need in the retail sector, and you're short on workforce as well. That's a challenge for you, and it's a challenge for every employer. But we can't just focus on recruiting workforce, to Custer County, because there are larger needs that are affecting that problem. And so we have taken that step back to address some of those specific needs that makes it more difficult to recruit workforce here, or why do we get them here and then after a short period of time they leave. So we're trying to address some of those larger issues too.
Yeah, for so many years, I think, not just this economic development group, but many others got the cart ahead of the horse and thought if we get a recruitment a success and we get 200 people in town, it is all going to be fixed. But if you don't have the support for it,
right,
it's not going to work very good, is it?
Right.
Yeah.
And something that I noticed just in the, 10, 12 years that I've been here is a lot of times you'll get, a husband recruited here to work for the railroad or work for BD or whatever it may be. And the wife is just not happy. Mm-hmm. And so some of that, I've taken that input over the years just from where I used to work at the bank and applied that to what we're doing now is like, why did they leave? What were they missing in this community? Where's that plug in? And that's, we talked about that at the Nebraska, 6 Regions 1 Nebraska, which is the governor and the state chamber and the Department of Economic Development summits that we go to over in North Platte. It's a very common thing in rural Nebraska that, wives aren't happy here. Is it the amenities? Is it they don't feel welcomed in the communities? They don't feel like anybody relates to their interests. And so some of that is just community development too, and growing that civic pride.
Well, you could fit into that category if you wanted to, but instead you're trying to do something about it. So we appreciate that. And bringing up full circle here back to the gourds. You noticed that neither one of these young ladies swayed away from the topic of
especially
possible
Mackenzie. She's a big fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she'd be there.
The
she'd
benefits.
be at your...
Looking at the benefits rather than that will never work. See, Brent, if you join me as a neighbor, put those lattices up in your front yard where people can see them. We'll have that gourd sale, late fall. Make some money for the community, pay some taxes, donate to a charity, make some birds happy. There's all sorts of benefits.
Yes. You're providing shelters for those homeless birds.
We
That's
might lose you on the
good.
radio, though, if it's that successful.
What's that?
We might lose you guys on the radio, though, if it really takes off.
Well, we could start a factory. Business.
We might have to hire employees to pick the gourds.
Yes.
Who knows?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of how it works from growth inside out,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
We could be an example. And for once, we could be a good example, Brent.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. One last question. I know that you have a good membership, but you can always use more. And this is the time of year where you're kind of, recruiting and working on that. So invite some people out there to join, if you would, please.
Absolutely. We'd love to have some new members. Every A member is a member of our board of directors. And it's a $3,000 annual membership to be an A member. And we recognize that that's no small feat for business owners, but we, the founders of this organization wanted people who put that much skin in the game to feel like they have a say in what's going on in their community and what they feel like is important. So, we absolutely welcome new membership. And then we also have a B member tier, which is $750 a year. And our collective B membership, they elect representatives to serve on our board of directors. So as a percentage of the total membership. So Mackenzie and I are developing a list of some area businesses that we'll be going out and visiting with, trying to recruit some new membership, but also just doing some business retention and expansion visits to just do an evaluation of the health of some of our businesses in the area, not just retail, but other services. And just that hasn't been done for quite a while. It's kind of fallen to the wayside with some of these other larger projects that the organization has focused on. So don't be surprised if you see us knocking on your door after the first of the year.
Okay. Look forward to it.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all of that. The kids ready for Christmas?
Meadow found her Santa Claus present already. I was sitting in the driveway talking, finishing up a work phone call, and she took the liberty of unbuckling herself and finding it in the back of my car. I got off the phone and she says, "Mommy, you forgot to bring that pony in for me." So I'm kind of scrambling, trying to figure out how I'm going to fill that.
Yeah. And Mackenzie, the first Christmas.
It is,
and
yes.
It's kind of as much for the parents as it is for the kids at this point, but you're going to have fun, I'm sure.
Yep. I mean, she obviously won't know any different, but no, we're excited. We're excited to already had some of the holidays with her, but yeah, Christmas will be special. So
right.
I think my husband's thrilled for new toys all over the house, so he's really excited.
I bet he is. That's why you have what used to be a bedroom, a toy room, right? And then you can just fill it up.
Yeah, well, she doesn't sleep in her crib in her room, so that can just be the toy room.
Yeah.
That happens.
But she doesn't want to play in there. You'll find she'll drag them all out to the living room where you're at. Yeah.
That way Dad can step
on one. It's a good
on
concept.
one.
But
that's right. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Appreciate it. You too. We'll take a time out with the news.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. In a new statement, Syria's deposed dictator Bashar al-Assad claims he'd still be in his country fighting the rebels who overthrew his government if Russia didn't insist he leave. The BBC's Steve Rosenberg.
These are the first comments, purportedly, from Mr. Assad since those dramatic events that forced him to flee Syria.
Assad and his family granted asylum in Moscow. The federal government is sending help to New York and New Jersey to try to get to the bottom of those mysterious drone sightings. CBS's Scott McFarland.
Of the 5,000 tips they've received so far, less than 100 of them have generated credible leads.
Drones have now been reported over 6 states. An ice storm in the Midwest has moved east to New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Meteorologist Craig Allen.
Snow and ice this morning and into the early afternoon hours is going to change over to rain, and there will be several rounds of rain.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted a walk-up with central air and a skylight, and you found it. Now, every Friday night, you get to fall asleep to the sound of your downstairs neighbors' dance parties. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
The Green Bay Packers won at Seattle Sunday night, 30-13. Jordan Love, 2 touchdown passes to Romeo Doubs. Minnesota, with this result, clinched a playoff spot. Pittsburgh clinched a playoff berth after a couple others lost. Pittsburgh lost its game at Philadelphia, 27-13. The Eagles have won 10 straight. Buffalo won at Detroit, 48-42. Josh Allen, 362 yards passing and 4 total touchdowns. Victories for Denver and Tampa Bay, for Arizona and Kansas City, which won at Cleveland 21-7. Houston over Miami 20-12. The Texans have clinched the AFC South. Notre Dame gave coach Marcus Freeman a contract extension. In the NBA, Dallas won at Golden State 143-133 on 3-pointers combined. The teams were 48 for 95, a record for made threes. The Lakers won the late game over Memphis 116-110, 40 points for Anthony Davis.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Bright sunshine today with daytime highs approaching 48. Winds out of the northwest 10 to 20 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 23 tonight. Daytime highs approaching 48 tomorrow. Mainly sunny and dry Wednesday and Thursday, mid-40s, Wednesday, mid-50s by Thursday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
11 past the hour of 9 o'clock, 33 degrees under a clear sky. Winds are brisk at 5 to 15 this morning. Barometric pressure rising at 30-13. Humidity at 72%. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And for some reason, Brent Apperson has placed the headset and the portable mic on his person and is going to do some investigating reporting. Brent?
Hi, Dave. Good morning to you.
Good morning
How are
to you. Yeah,
this
good.
is kind of cool to be able to walk around the entire building. Wow.
Yeah.
I notice out here nobody's at their desk, but yeah, I don't know what that means. But anyway, let me make my way out here to the main area where Kristen Shirley has made it to work on time. Good morning, Kristen. How are you? And Kristen is pretending as though she's going to make a phone call so that she doesn't have to talk to me. So we'll just leave her alone. We're making our way back to the sales area now where all of the exciting action happens at KCNI, KBBN Radio. Tina, good morning to you. How are you?
I'm good, Brent. How are you?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I want you to know that I am here on behalf of David J. Burney. And he has sent me on a mission. It involves you. And so I am very nervous because I feel like I am being put in the middle here. But I'm going to do the best that I can. Okay? Beautiful setup you have here at your desk. Dave has sent me on an investigative reporting mission because he noticed that you have implemented a little piece to your desk that allows you to pull your keyboard out and be able to reach it with better access. Would you like to explain?
Well, because I don't like sitting with my shoulders up on my desk, and I'm short enough that I like it to pull out so I can keep my arms down. My chiropractor said it's best for my neck.
I like that. I'm not much taller than you, and I want you to know I love your setup. I'm thinking of doing the same thing myself. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think what Dave is most concerned... Okay. I'm sorry. I just noticed you have a little step stool, too. So that allows you apparently to...
A step stool?
Yeah, to be able to, in a sense, touch the ground.
Yes, I can touch the ground sitting on this big kid chair. My feet don't dangle.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had the stool. Okay. So I think the biggest concern here from Dave's perspective is what might this cost him? Because if you want my opinion, you should charge him for it.
Well, the footstool was a gift from my former coworker. Yes, she knew that I was struggling touching the ground. And the keyboard, it's just nothing. It's mine. Yeah. If he sends me packing, it goes with me.
Well, there you go. Okay. Dave, I know you're listening. Are there any questions that you would like me to ask on your behalf here this morning?
Well, I'm just relieved. I was going to have... This is terrible, I know, at Christmas time. I mean, bah humbug. But I was going to have to deduct the amount of money the keyboard was going to cost Custer County Broadcasting from her Christmas bonus. And I'm glad that she went ahead and, purchased it for her own use. And over a period of time, I might be able to reimburse her for that. But I'm not making any guarantees at this time.
Okay. I know you can't hear what Dave's talking about. Dave just said that he's relieved that you basically took this upon yourself as far as the cost is concerned because he was going to have to deduct it from your Christmas bonus, which I guess means you would only get half a pumpkin.
Right? Darn it.
Rats.
I really needed that whole pumpkin to make that pie.
I'm sure you did. Good to talk to you, Tina. Anything else, Dave, while I'm back here?
No, I don't. I just was curious.
Are you happy with that?
Well, it's Monday. Got to take care of some business is all,
All right. Well, it is the end of the year.
Yes.
So, okay. Thanks, Tina. All right. Okay. Anything else? You want me to come back to the studio or?
Oh, yeah, do whatever you like. I'm going to play a little song all about money. The Beatles, money, that's what I want. I really don't. Money doesn't make you happy, but it does make me happy that we will not have to deduct the price of the keyboard from Tina's Christmas bonus. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Early Beatles, what a great sound. Rustic and Red, what a great store in Cozad. You can join Rustic and Red this Thursday for their Christmas Sip and Shop, 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. Sales and a chance to register for door prizes will run all day. Sipping starts at 4. And I think the conversation that the guys had when they were down at Rustic and Red here the other day, that shopping has been brisk this year, as it usually is, but especially this Christmas season at Rustic and Red in Cozad. So probably the reason is because they have something for everyone on your Christmas list. And Christmas and home decor available, stylish women's apparel, and a great children's section as well. And Amy Hayner will be singing in the loft on Thursday from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. And that's a beautiful loft, and they got everything decorated up, Christmas themes, and it's beautiful. So drop in and enjoy. Rustic and Red, by the way, they'll be closed December 24th, 25th, and 26th this year to enjoy Christmas with their families. They'll open at 10 a.m. on the 27th with holiday sales. So Rustic and Red in beautiful downtown Cozad, opening their doors to you anytime, but especially this Thursday, Sip and Shop, 10 a.m. until 7 p.m.
Nebraska Land Hearing Center here in Broken Bow recently voted Best of the Best in 2024 by the readers of the Custer County Chief. And the reason is because they are the best of the best. At the Nebraska Land Hearing Center, Roxanne, a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years of experience right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Do you struggle with your hearing and or worry about missing out on conversations with family and friends at gatherings this holiday season? Well, stop in to see Roxanne. She can help. Also offering extended discounts for just staying local with your business. And here's a big key. Pricing is available to fit all budgets. So don't let the possibility of expense deter you from getting your hearing checked. No need to travel outside the area. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. So schedule an appointment today. Call 308-384-3852, 308-384-3852. The Nebraska Land Hearing Center. You'll find them in the Broken Bow Chamber Building in downtown Broken Bow.
The Eagles, please come home for Christmas. Please, if you can. If you can't,
yeah.
Oh, you can call, you can Zoom, you can send a letter or a Christmas card.
Yeah.
That'd be weird. There's a lot of things out there that we should know better than doing.
But we do them anyway?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you had acquaintances who maybe they go south for the winter.
Oh,
and
sure.
They find that they can get medical services quite a bit cheaper in Mexico than they can in the States.
Oh.
So they'll drive over the border and maybe get a little dental work or eye work done. And to me, I'd be a little nervous about that. But a lot of people do it. But it's gone to the extreme, Brent.
Oh, my.
To the extreme.
Okay.
A 70-year-old, and this wasn't in Mexico, this was in New York. A 70-year-old arrested for pretending to be a dentist.
Oh, my.
Yeah, pretending to be a dentist, extracting 5 teeth from the patient. In October, experts warned that dentists were pulling teeth in some areas of the country to profit from implants and bridges. And maybe that's what prompted a New York woman to be a fake dentist. 70 years old, Gladys Serrano was arrested for performing dental surgery in her kitchen.
Oh, my.
Yes?
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking, so did she have actual dental tools, or was she just using kitchen tools?
It doesn't say, but she was hit with criminal charges after extracting 5 teeth from her victim and then sending the woman home with paper towels instead of sutures.
Oh, my.
She was caught after she charged the victim $2,000 for a bridge, which she never delivered. Officials says Serrano is not licensed to practice dentistry in New York or anywhere for that matter. Now, again, you must question the lady who is 70 going to go pull out 5 teeth, making the other lady think she's going to get, a plate or something.
Yeah.
Implant. But you have to question the lady who went into her kitchen and let her pull 5 teeth.
I agree with you. That's where my mind was going. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I need your help with something.
Oh, I can help you.
I
hope.
I'm worried.
Go on, spit it out.
Well, I'm worried about my relationship with Shipe this week.
With Jeremy?
Yeah, we're in a fantasy football league together, and this is like the fantasy football playoffs that are happening now.
I see.
And Jeremy and I both had a good enough season in our fantasy league to where we made the playoffs in the championship bracket, so that's exciting.
Wow.
But we got matched up with one another
Whoa.
in the opening round. And, I still have 2 players to play yet. They play on Monday Night Football tonight, so I still have 2 players to go. Jeremy's all done. All of his players have played. I'm already ahead of him.
Uh-oh.
I still have 2 guys to play, so it's like over.
Oh, so you're going to win.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think it's already established that I'm going to win. So I'm going to move on into the semifinals. Jeremy's done in the fantasy football league for the season, and I don't know. I just I don't know if Jeremy works really hard at fantasy football. He does he's like trying to make trades, and he did some amazing moves to get himself into the playoffs. Me, I just make sure there's 9 guys that are on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm moving on.
Well,
and there's, I don't know if I get this from you, if you're rubbing off on me, but there's that little mean part of me that I really want to rub it in, and I don't. It's just really hard to stay away from that and not do that.
Well, gosh, this is tough because, there's breakfast show chatter, and then there's real life chatter where
Yes.
you're going to be working with Jeremy in the back room, and you guys are talking sports all the time. And in fact,
yeah.
I could tell you about a dream I had about that, but we don't have time. It was a bit of a frustrating dream, but. If you're on the breakfast show and
Yes.
you would give him a hard time,
Uh-huh.
then that would be, quote, part of the show.
Oh, okay.
You just say, that's just the radio skit,
Yeah,
Jeremy.
it was just a skit.
I'm just doing it, hopefully, for the entertainment of our listeners.
Yeah, okay.
But when the mics are off and you're in the office, then you'll want to be careful because you have this little cockiness about you right now. And you're going to have to hold that back in regular day-to-day activities. So I would recommend this. This
Yes.
is my
Okay.
recommendation
All
to
right.
you. Get him on the breakfast show.
Okay.
And then you can rib him then.
Okay.
And then it'll just be part of the radio
Yeah,
skit.
just be part of the skit.
But-
I like that.
But don't do it in the back room.
Okay.
do that in some way in front of a live audience, radio audience.
Okay, sounds good because, Jeremy's my right-hand guy, man. We're going to be working basketball games together here the rest of the week, and love to share the microphone with him on Thursday night for Broken Bow's home opener in basketball. But, oh, man, I got to be honest, I'm just feeling awesome today.
I can see that.
I won the matchup.
And let me give you a kind of an example to kind of bonify this.
Right.
Let's just say Jack's out doing the real weather conditions at 8. And just because we're doing a radio show, we could say, Jack, why don't you go out in the highway and see what it feels like there?
Let's not do that.
Now, that would be acceptable because it's on the breakfast show and part of a radio skit.
It's just part of the skit. Yeah, okay.
But if we did that, just during the day and said, Jack, why don't you go out and stand in the highway? That would be a crime. Does that help?
I guess. Yeah. Thanks, Dave.
Sure.